And this is the news from SpyeTV.
In the last 3 weeks, the troops of the Armed Forces of Nigeria carried out series of operations which yielded significant successes on land, maritime and air operations across the various theaters of operation in the country. The Director of Defense Media Operations, Major General Bernard Oyoko, made the disclosure at the bi-weekly briefing in Abuja on Thursday on the Armed Forces of Nigeria's operation and activities between 7th and 28th April 2022.
Consequently, these operational activities of our troops across the country in the past 3 weeks yielded significant successes. Therefore, today's brief will cover a summary of our operational activities from 7th to 28th April 2022.
The Director of Defense Media Operations also said a total number of 1,158 terrorists and their families surrendered to Nigerian troops within the period under review, which comprising about 164 men, 367 women, 627 children. The land components of Operation Harinkai, with support of the air component, conducted offensive operation in Borno, Taraba and Yobe states. The operation led to the destruction of terrorist enclaves and their central workshop, where vehicles are fabricated for vehicle-borne improvised explosive device.
On 11th April, the land component of Operation Harinkai, with the support of the air component, conducted offensive operation in Arena Woje in Marte local government area of Borno State, where several members of the Islamic State of West African province were eliminated, including one of their prominent commanders, one Abubakar Dambuduma, with his lieutenants, were all eliminated in that operation. Also, a notorious informant and logistics supplier to the Islamic State of West African province named Malam Abbas Sidi Lawan was arrested at Auno in Konduga local government area of Borno State.
As part of the non-kinetic operations measure to bring lasting peace to the troubled parts of Kaduna State, under the Operation Safe Haven Theater of Operations, the Chief of Defense Staff conducted an operational visit to Kaduna State.
Safe Haven Theater of Operations, the Chief of Defense Staff, General L.E.O. Irabo, Nigerian Army Major, conducted an operational visit to Kaduna State. During his visit, the Chief of Defense Staff met with stakeholders drawn from 5 local government areas of the troubled parts of southern Kaduna. He also interacted with retired senior military officers of the southern Kaduna extraction to chart ways towards bringing an end to the incessant attacks in the area. The visit has impacted positively to the peace effort in the area.
And the commander of Operation Safe Haven at its headquarters in Jos handed over a total number of 517 small arms and light weapons recovered from bandits and other criminal elements to the coordinator, North Central Zone of the National Center for the Control of Small Arms and Light Weapons.
The commander commended troops for their resilience and successes in stamping out criminal activities and other numerous illicit weapons. The breakdown of the weapons are 27 AK-47 rifles, 1 FN rifle, 2 Barrett rifles, 3 G3 rifles, 1 Harris Bing pistols. Others include 183 locally fabricated rifles, 163 den guns, 102 locally fabricated pistols, 19 locally fabricated SMGs, 6 single-barrel and pump-action guns.
The secessionist activities of proscribed IPOB and ESN in Ebonyi State and other parts of Southeast were clamped down by the Nigerian troops.
One of the assailants was killed and 5 others were arrested. In the same vein, troops of 82 Division arrested 4 criminals, elements of the proscribed independent people of Biafra and Eastern Security Network, and recovered several AK-47 rifles, 1 pistol, 5 magazines, and 30 rounds of 7.62mm special ammunition, and some rounds of 9mm Amu in Abakaliki, Ebonyi State.
Troops in Operation Delta Safe theater of operation have continued to clamp down on the activities of oil thieves and other criminal elements in Rivers and Delta states. Troops of Operation Dakatal da Barawo also conducted operations in Delta states.
Within the period, under review, troops discovered several illegal refining sites with 133 ovens, 194 metal tank storages, 127 dugout pits, 5 wooden boats, 12 receivers, 2 engines, 2 pumping machines, 1 motorcycle, 1 jet vehicle, 4,000 polythene bags of illegal refined black oil, and 5 trucks used in conveying illegal products. Cumulatively, 7,732,000 liters of crude oil and 10,825,605 liters of automotive gas oil was recovered.
Troops in Operation Andarin Daji theater of operation also sustained aggressive operations to deny terrorists and bandits further freedom of action.
In this period, under Operation Andarin Daji, troops recovered about 600 roasted cows, 45 different weapons, 80 rounds of different caliber of ammunition, 50 motorcycles. Troops also rescued 179 civilians, neutralized 62 terrorists, and apprehended about 100 of them. All recovered items, rescued and apprehended terrorists were handed over to appropriate authorities for further action.
The Armed Forces of Nigeria, Nigeria Police Force, and other security agencies in their fight against all forms of criminality in the country are committed to bring back peace to our dear country. Olayemi Eson, reporting for SpyeTV.